All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Heartland Championship Wrestling. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live from the Dave Cave with action from Pro Wrestling Mid-America. We are coming to you live out of New Orleans. The University of New Orleans Lakefront Center is playing host to tonight's action. And a very exciting main event here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network as the Macho Man, Randy Savage, has come to the Big Easy to defend the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship against one of the most hated men in the Heartland, Jackie Fargo, accompanied by the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Neil Lau here first in line at the turnstile. Thank you for tuning in tonight. As always, Neil Lau, the number one fan of the Heartland. And we thank you for being here. Also tonight, the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Tag Team Championships will be on the line. Best 2 out of 3 falls as the VACHON brothers, the Butcher and the Mad Dog, look to settle the score once and for all with the team they have been battling for those titles, the team of WILBUR, SNYDER, and Danny Hodge. Good evening, Jay Randus, and welcome to the Heartland. Also tonight in grudge match action, Ronnie Garvin will take on Dr. Jerry Graham. Before we came to air, there were a number of things that happened. First of all, an unfortunate announcement to open the show when it was revealed that Big Scott Hall is going to be out of action for about the next 7 months. Big Scott Hall was attacked earlier this month by Jackie Fargo in Kansas City. And it was Jackie Fargo who nailed Big Scott Hall with a video monitor. And Scott Hall went down, and Fargo smashed the video monitor again onto the outstretched arm of Big Scott Hall. Big Scott Hall suffered a severe fracture of his left elbow and will be out of action thanks to the diabolical actions of Jackie Fargo earlier this month in Kansas City in that match against Shawn Michaels. And, of course, Big Scott Hall, one of the accomplices of Shawn Michaels, and was attempting to have his friends back when Fargo attacked him and took him out. So best wishes for a speedy recovery for Big Scott Hall. Once we got that announcement out of the way, we did see some preliminary matches. Eddie Graham opened the show with a victory over Don Fry by way of the figure 4 leg lock. A very competitive tag team match followed as the rival teams of Ray Stevens and Nick Bockwinkel took on Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and his partner Gary Albright. And it was Stevens and Bockwinkel picking up the win. Bockwinkel by way of the Bockwinkel sleeper, taking out Gary Albright in that one. As Bear805 joins us here in the chat. Sergeant Slaughter was next on tap in a spirited battle against Haku. Slaughter winning that one with the ever-dangerous Cobra Clutch. And then just before we came to air, Barry Windham, also accompanied by the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, another member of the stable known as Whatever We Want. Barry Windham with a victory over Jerry Lynn in a contest with championship implications. Windham now will earn a number 1 contenders match and possibly a future matchup against the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Champion. But that man will be determined again in tonight's main event when the Macho Man and Jackie Fargo throw down. And now we are ready for tonight's opening televised contest. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Disqualification rules will be in effect for this tag team contest. Introducing first, team number 1, at a total combined weight of 441 pounds out of Blackwell, Oklahoma. It is Jack and Jerry Briscoe, the Briscoe brothers. All right, the BRISCO brothers here to kick things off. And their opponents at a total combined weight of 501 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Pro Wrestling Mid-America proudly brings to you the once and hopefully future NWA Tag Team Champions of the World, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. All right, the New Age Outlaws coming to New Orleans to take on Jack and Jerry Briscoe in tonight's opening contest, as we are joined at ringside by Derek Bauman. Welcome to you, Derek, my friend, as we are ready for tonight's opening tag team contest here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Both these teams, former World Tag Team Champions, looking to come to Texas and regain their former glory. Squaring off here in New Orleans, and it will be Billy Gunn opening the contest against Jerry Briscoe, as the two men come together in the center of the ring, and the opening initiative role is won by Jerry Briscoe. And off of the opening mat lockup, right away, it's going to be Briscoe with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Billy Gunn, and on a roll of 4, it is Billy Gunn exploding off of the ropes and catching Jerry Briscoe with a running lariat that puts Briscoe down on the mat. Briscoe is down, Billy Gunn now in control. Billy Gunn going to call upon the Road Dogg for a double team move here, a spike pile driver, and that is an add 1 move. So quickly, right off the opening matchup, right off the opening lockup, Jerry Briscoe is inflicted with a point of fatigue. Road Dogg is now the legal man in the ring, as Jerry Briscoe is going to roll out of the ring and down to the arena floor. So action on the arena floor, and on a roll of 3, it is Jerry Briscoe winning the battle on the arena floor with a DDT onto the concrete floor. So just like that, fortunes have turned. And it is the Road Dogg now on the defensive as action returns to the ring. And Jerry Briscoe now with a lateral guillotine. Road Dogg getting to his feet. And Jerry is going to tag in brother Jack. Jack Briscoe now moving out against the Road Dogg. Jack Briscoe in control with a big suplex. Up, over, and down to the canvas hard goes the Road Dogg. Briscoe following that up. He's going to attempt an airplane spin. This is a choice E maneuver. Choice E. He will need 9 or lower to complete the airplane spin. And on a roll of 6, around and down to the canvas hard goes the Road Dogg. Road Dogg slowly getting to his feet. Still a little disoriented after the airplane spin. And Jack is on him with a big deep arm drag. Both men now getting to their feet. They come together in the center of the ring. And it is Jack Briscoe attempting and nailing a jumping knee drop on the Road Dogg. Road Dogg is stunned, going to try and get over to make the tag, and he is able to bring Billy Gunn back into the ring as the legal man in this matchup. So closely contested, as we would expect, between two tag teams of this magnitude, as Billy Gunn comes in with a big hip toss that takes Jack Briscoe down to the canvas. Billy Gunn following that up with stomps in the corner. Stomping away at his man. Jack Briscoe slowly getting to his feet. And now another big hip toss by Billy Gunn puts Jack Briscoe back down on the canvas. Jack unable to make the tag to brother Jerry, as Billy Gunn maintains control with a flurry of punches. Again, Jack trying to make the tag, and this time he is able to get to his corner and tag in brother Jerry. Jerry Briscoe now circling up, sizing up Billy Gunn, and it is Briscoe now going for a single leg takedown. Very good technical wrestler is Jerry Briscoe, and down goes Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn getting back to his feet. Jack still on him with a fireman's carry takeover, and Billy Gunn is down again. Wrestling clinic being put on by Jerry Briscoe here, and Billy is going to tag out and let Road Dogg try his hand against this supreme technical grappler in Jerry Briscoe. Salvador America joins us for another Saturday of some awesome Heartland action. Thank you, my good friend. Here's Road Dogg moving out against Jerry Briscoe. And oh, they're going to do a hot shot. That is another add one tag team maneuver on the card of Road Dogg. And Jerry Briscoe is down, slow getting to his feet. Billy Gunn, once again, legal man in the ring and in control, as Jerry has eaten two big double team moves from the Outlaws. And now here is Billy Gunn with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Jerry Briscoe, and on a roll of 10, it is a big kick delivered by Billy Gunn that stuns Jerry Briscoe. Billy Gunn remains in control with a big jackhammer. And Briscoe is hurt once again, slow getting to his feet. Billy now with a standing drop kick that stuns Jerry Briscoe. He's going to bring the Road Dogg back into the ring for another double team here. But oh, on a roll of 10, it is Jerry Briscoe ducking away from a running shoulder tackle by Billy Gunn. And it is a collision between the Outlaws, and that's going to give Jerry Briscoe the opportunity to take over on offense. And he is going to go for a double tackle as brother Jack comes into the ring. That is also an add one tag move as the Briscoes nail Billy Gunn with that double tackle, sending Billy Gunn flying out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Billy Gunn, Jack Briscoe, now the legal men in this match. They're out on the arena floor as the stands are filling up here. We welcome David Cheslinski to the broadcast. And on the arena floor, on a roll of 7, it is Jack Briscoe who is going to win this brawl on the arena floor with a pile driver onto the ring steps. Wow. Jack Briscoe making his presence known in this match. Billy Gunn is hurt. And Jack is going to go at him with a gut wrench backbreaker. Billy slowly getting to his feet. Jack is on him. Jack follows that up with a knee breaker. Billy Gunn still hurting. Jack stays on him. Jack now with another big suplex that puts Billy onto the mat once again. And now it is the Briscoes going to attempt a double team. And on a roll of 5, it is a bone-crunching double clothesline delivered by the Briscoes that puts Billy Gunn down onto the canvas. Jerry Briscoe now back in the ring and in control. And it is Jerry going to go up for a death jump. Jerry Briscoe going up top, and on a roll of 7, it is a flying double axe handle. Successfully executed by Jerry Briscoe that puts Billy Gunn back down onto the canvas. Jack stays on him now with a lateral guillotine, and it's going to be Billy rolling out of the ring and down to the arena floor. On a roll of 11. That is a big move by Jerry Briscoe as he performs a diving clothesline off the ring apron that stuns Billy Gunn. We may see a count out here on a roll of 4 or lower, but on a roll of 9, Billy Gunn able to get back into the ring where that costs him another point of fatigue. Here's Jerry waiting for him with an Oklahoma side roll. This is a pinning predicament. The pin roll here is 5, and on a roll of 4, he may get him. Can Road Dogg make the save? Yes, he can. Wow. Billy Gunn almost tasted defeat there, and only quick thinking by the Road Dogg was able to save this match for the Outlaws. Jerry Briscoe now in control. He's going to bring Jack back into the ring for another double team. And on a roll of 5, it is a devastating double team move that is going to cost Billy Gunn another point of fatigue. Billy now up at 4 points of fatigue. Road Dogg is going to attempt to interfere on his behalf. And on a roll of 5, it is Road Dogg able to turn the tables. He dropped the elbow on Jerry Briscoe, stunning Jerry Briscoe, and now it is Billy Gunn who is on his feet and in control. But we'll see if what the Outlaws can do now as they have run out of pin saves. Billy Gunn going to have to make hay while the sun shines here. He's going to go for a knee lift. That's a choice F maneuver. He'll need 8 or lower to hit the knee lift. And oh, on a roll of 9, Jerry Briscoe able to avoid the knee lift. And it is Jerry who comes back instead, tagging in brother Jack, and another double tackle completed by the BRISCO brothers, and that cost Billy Gunn yet another point of fatigue. Billy Gunn in big trouble here. Desperate to make a tag as Jack is now the legal man in the ring, and Jack with another deep arm drag takes Billy down. Billy with a desperation lunge to make the tag, and on a roll of 3, he gets there. How about that? Road Dogg now the legal man in the ring, as Billy Gunn very nearly went down to defeat, but makes the desperation tag, and here comes Road Dogg with a side headlock. Jack Briscoe quickly reversing that into a fireman's carry takeover, and down to the canvas goes the Road Dogg. Jack stays on him with a snapmare. Road Dogg not looking to make a tag as his partner is gassed. Fireman's carry again by Jack Briscoe puts the Road Dogg down. Kathy Evans now joins us in the chat. Welcome, Kathy, as Jack Briscoe is in control with a big drop kick. And the Road Dogg is down. He is going to try and make a tag here, and on a roll of 5 is able to make the tag to Billy Gunn. And Billy quickly coming in with a hip toss that takes Jack down to the canvas. And Billy just as quick is going to tag back out to Road Dogg. Road Dogg now back in control, and Road Dogg with a punch to the side of the head. Jack Briscoe is staggered, and Road Dogg follows that up with the crotch chop. What a sign of disrespect from the Road Dogg, as Jack Briscoe has been stunned. And now Road Dogg is on him with the shake, rattle, and roll knee drop. And that stuns Jack Briscoe. Road Dogg stays on him, and he's going to attempt a reverse atomic drop here. This is a choice B maneuver, choice B. So he can either go with an agility roll on 5 or lower, that's no good, or turnbuckle A, that's not much better, but he is going to go with the whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Jack Briscoe, and on a roll of 9, it is a big kick delivered by the Road Dogg that stuns Jack Briscoe. Billy now comes back at him with those shuffling punches, but Jack is none the wiser for that. Again, the taunting of the Road Dogg going to get him in trouble here, as Briscoe takes the opportunity to recover and just nails Road Dogg with a drop kick. A little too much showboating there by the Road Dogg, and that cost him, as Jack is now in control with another deep arm drag. Both men getting to their feet. As they come together, it is another punch from the Road Dogg, and Jack is going to try and tag in Brother Jerry. He cannot get there. Road Dogg stays in control with a side headlock. Jack again going to try for the tag. This time he is successful, and Jerry Briscoe returns to the ring as the legal man. And Jerry quickly is going to attempt a drop kick. This is a choice C maneuver. He'll need a 7 to hit the drop kick, and on a 3 he nails the drop kick. And the Road Dogg once again is hurt. Body slam attempted now by Jerry Briscoe. Can't get him up, as Road Dogg, the stronger of the two men, and Road Dogg instead is going to come back with a knee lift that stuns Jerry Briscoe. Road Dogg stays on him now with a James Gang pounce, and Jerry remains hurt. Road Dogg stays on him with another series of shuffling punches here, and no tag able to be made by Jerry. Road Dogg is now going to tag Billy Gunn back into the match for a double team, and on a roll of 8, it is a deadly elbow smash delivered by Billy Gunn that stuns Jerry Briscoe. Billy now the legal man back in the ring, still feeling the effects of that beating he took earlier, but he goes with the standing drop kick, and he's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here on Jerry is 5, and on a roll of 7, Jerry able to kick out. That is the third fatigue token, so now it's going to be Jack Briscoe having to intervene on behalf of his brother. And on a roll of 5, it is Jack able to turn the tables, catching Billy Gunn with a shot from behind that puts Billy Gunn on his knees and puts Jerry back in control. Jerry now going with the lateral guillotine. Billy getting to his feet. Jerry follows that up with a falling leg snap. But he is unable to execute that as Kip hits the reversal. Billy Gunn hits the reversal. And it is Billy now with a standing drop kick that drills Jerry Briscoe. Can Jerry make the tag? No, he cannot. Billy Gunn is going to tag Road Dogg back into this match. Road Dogg coming in, and it is Road Dogg who is going to go with a kick to the chest. Probably not his best move in that situation, but he's going to follow that up with a James Gang pounce. He's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is 6. So Jack's got to try and make the pin save. On a roll of 7, he can't do it. So on a roll of 6 or lower, Jerry is going to be pinned. But on a roll of 8, Jerry is able to kick out. Road Dogg now in control. Both teams have used all of their pin save attempts, and it's going to be Road Dogg pitching Jerry Briscoe out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Both these men are B-rated brawlers on the floor. And on a roll of 11, that is a big move by the Road Dogg, ramming the back of Jerry Briscoe into the ring apron. And as we all know, the ring apron is the hardest part of the ring. We may see a count out here on a roll of 7 or lower. And on a roll of 4, that's it. Jerry Briscoe unable to recover after Road Dogg rammed him back first into the ring. And by way of count out, it is the New Age Outlaws with the win over the Briscoe brothers. So very, very competitive match for both teams. Road Dogg saved the match for Billy Gunn with a miraculous pin save, and then came back into the ring to dominate Jerry Briscoe and put Jerry out of commission for the count out. So by way of count out, it is the Road Dogg winning after ramming to the ring apron. I do have a table for this, believe it or not. I have a table for just about everything. So let's see what the count out table holds in store. We'll see if there's any other shenanigans in response to the count out victory. And on a roll 4, there will be no more shenanigans as both teams are going to head back to the locker room. We would, enough mutual respect here. There's not going to be any post-match attack or anything like that. As Jerry Briscoe unable to return to the ring, Jack looking after brother Jerry, and the Outlaws happy to take their victory with them and move up in the standings as they endeavor to get back to championship contention here in Pro Wrestling Mid-America. So yeah, very good opening first match, 20-minute match there between those two tag teams. With the victory going to the Outlaws by way of the count-out. All right, quick drink of water here, and we will get the pipes refreshed for the next match. And let's see what, if anything, we missed here in the chat room. I thought there was one update from somebody's fed. Hello, Dwayne Martz. Welcome to the chat room here tonight. And I think earlier on we got an update from Neil Lau. Denny Brown and Lacey Ryan debuted in his federation. So good for them. And always good to hear the updates. Love to hear the updates from your wrestling federations or from any of your other tabletop gaming activities. So yeah, please do keep us informed. And between matches, we'll catch up with what's happening on the chat room. Jim Lawrence, I'll have to watch it on tape delay. Unfortunately, I am not at home. So thank you for dropping in, and we hope you do get the chance to enjoy this match on the tape delay. All right, next up we have a grudge match for you. This situation arose last month in Austin, Texas, after a match between Ronnie Garvin and Eddie Graham was interrupted by the interference from Eddie Graham's brother, Dr. Jerry Graham. And as a result of that interference, Eddie Graham was disqualified and Ronnie Garvin took the victory, but Ronnie Garvin also asked for a grudge match against Dr. Jerry Graham. This will be Dr. Jerry Graham's first in-ring appearance in the Heartland. So, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall to a finish with no disqualification and no time limit. Introducing first out of Phoenix, Arizona, standing at 5'10", weighing 245 pounds, this is Dr. Jerry Graham. And his opponent comes to you from Atlanta, Georgia, Standing at 6'1", weighing 231 pounds, the man with the hands of stone, Ronnie Garvin. So yeah, both of these are bootleg cards that I have picked up along the way. If I recall correctly, the Dr. Jerry Graham card I think came from Carl Zilla, and the Ronnie Garvin card I believe came from the Olsen brothers. In any event, grudge match dice are in play. Grudge match rules in effect. This will not be a match for the meek at heart, says Salvador America. And it is Ronnie Garvin winning the opening initiative roll. And Garvin coming out, going right to the face mangler. That doesn't look like it felt very good, but Jerry Graham is going to stand his ground, and Jerry comes back with a whip to the turnbuckle. Jerry Graham with the advantage both in power and agility in this match. And as Garvin comes off the turnbuckle on a roll of 8, it is a big kick from Jerry Graham that stuns Ronnie Garvin. Jerry Graham follows that up with another whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Ronnie Garvin, and on a roll of 6, that is a drop down, and Ronnie coming back off the other way, and on a roll of 8, it's Jerry Graham with a big backdrop that takes Ronnie Garvin back down to the canvas. Jerry Graham now in control. Another whip to the ropes coming up here. And another drop down. And another big backdrop by Dr. Jerry Graham. Dr. Jerry Graham in control here early. And now he is going to go with a big body slam that puts Ronnie Garvin down onto the canvas. Jerry Graham following that up with a flurry of punches. And finally, Garvin's had enough. And he just comes right back with a slap to the face of Dr. Jerry Graham. Now the two men are jawing at each other in the center of the ring as the bad blood thickens. And it's going to be Jerry Graham with a hammer and a headlock, trying to take control of Ronnie Garvin. Garvin maintains his feet. And now a hair pull takedown from Dr. Jerry Graham. And Garvin again right back up to his feet. And again, the bad mouthing continues. Graham tries again for the hammer and the headlock. And now it is Jerry Graham with a whip to the turnbuckle. Garvin hits the turnbuckle hard. Jerry Graham stays on him and is just going to choke him down on the ropes. The ref is not going to intervene here. This is no disqualification, but Garvin comes off of the ropes and catches the right arm of Jerry Graham into an arm twister. Garvin follows that up once again, going to the face mangler. And Dr. Jerry Graham a little less handsome than he was at the beginning of the night, as Garvin stays on him now with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Dr. Jerry Graham, but on a roll of 4, it is Jerry Graham who bounces off the turnbuckle and nails Ronnie Garvin with a skull-splitting running lariat. And Garvin is stunned. Graham stays on him. Another big body slam, and Garvin is down, slow to get to his feet. Graham comes at him again and chokes him again on the ropes. Garvin now struggling as Graham tries to take control with a flurry of punches. These guys going at it tooth and nail. Here is Jerry Graham with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Garvin, but on a roll of 5, it's Garvin with a running shoulder tackle that stuns Jerry Graham. And Garvin now with a series of brutal chops to the chest of Jerry Graham. Taking Jerry Graham on the defensive, Garvin stays on him with more of those brutal chops. And Jerry Graham, his chest now is reddening as Garvin stays on him now with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Jerry Graham, and on a roll of 5, this time it is Graham with the running shoulder tackle that takes Garvin down. Very close match between these two. If these two were in a serious wrestling match, it'd be good. And in fact, all they have accomplished so far is some wrestling. As Graham now with a whip to the ropes. And this time Garvin comes off the ropes with a sunset flip. He's going to go for the cover on a roll of 3 or lower. And on a roll of 4, he almost got him. Ronnie Garvin surprising Graham with a sunset flip. And now it is Garvin with a pile driver that stuns Jerry Graham. The rough stuff is starting to pick up now. A big headbutt delivered by Ronnie Garvin. Jerry Graham is going to fire right back with another big body slam, and Ronnie Garvin rolls out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Out to the arena floor we go. Both these men are A-rated brawlers. And on a roll of 11, it is Dr. Jerry Graham Coming at Garvin with a foreign object. He's coming at him with a set of brass knuckles and attempting to bust Ronnie Garvin open. That's going to cost Ronnie a point of fatigue. As action returns to the ring, it is a swinging neck breaker delivered by Dr. Jerry Graham. Garvin still stunned from those brass knuckles as Dr. Jerry Graham continues choking him on the ropes. Garvin grabs his arm, whips him to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Jerry Graham, and this time it is a big collision. And again, Jerry Graham going to get the best of the big collision in the center of the ring. Graham now back in control, and Graham is going to go up for a death jump. Death jump attempt coming from Dr. Jerry Graham, and on a roll of 9, he nails Ronnie Garvin once again with a flying double axe handle off the top turnbuckle. Garvin is down. Graham is on him, and here we go out of the ring again. And this time on a roll of 12, it's going to be Graham hitting him with the brass knuckles again, costing him another point of fatigue. And on a roll of 3, that's a KO. Dr. Jerry Graham has just knocked out Ronnie Garvin with brass knuckles on the arena floor, and he is unable to respond. So your winner in this match by way of a knockout is Dr. Jerry Graham. So Jerry Graham with a rough and tumble victory here with the use of the brass knuckles to knock out the man with the hands of stone. Hands of stone does not defeat knuckles of brass, unfortunately. So it is the knuckles of brass defeating the hands of stone, as Dr. Jerry Graham is your winner here tonight in the grudge match in New Orleans. All right, so good battle there between those two, and indeed not for the meek at heart, as Ronnie Garvin spilled his blood in losing that match. And that may have some implications further down the line. But for tonight, your winner, Dr. Jerry Graham. Eddie Graham alongside at ringside celebrating, as the rugged one, Ronnie Garvin, is going to need assistance to get his carcass back up and back to the locker room area after that big KO shot with the brass knuckles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our following contest is going to be for the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Tag Team Championships, and it's going to be the best 2 out of 3 falls. These two teams have traded the belt back and forth, and anytime you have a back and forth title exchange, we settle it with a best 2 out of 3 falls showdown, and that's what we're going to see here tonight between these two teams. Introducing first the challengers. First, standing at 6'2", weighing 240 pounds, out of Woodland Hills, California, this is Wilbur Snyder. And his tag team partner comes from Perry, Oklahoma, standing at 5'11", weighing 220 pounds, this is Danny Hodge. So two tremendously talented wrestlers, functioning together effectively as a tag team. Made their way to the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Tag Team Championship. But they have been battling it out with their opponents tonight, who are your reigning and defending Pro Wrestling Mid-America Tag Team Champions, at a total combined weight of 515 pounds. Out of Algiers, Algeria, it is the Butcher and the Mad Dog, the VACHON brothers. As we say hello to World's Worst Gamer. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the well wishes, and welcome to the matches. So here we go. It is championship dice now in effect. Where is my other championship dice? Here we are, the black and gold, the championship dice. In play here for this best 2 out of 3 fall showdown between the VACHON brothers and the team of SNYDER and HODGE. And it is going to be the Butcher starting things off for the champions against WILBUR SNYDER. As Salvador America is picking whoever wins this one to win. Can't go wrong with a prediction like that. Butcher VACHON is going to take the opening initiative role, and he is going to try for a stomp, but that is an agility move. And by far, WILBUR SNYDER with the superior agility of these men. And it is going to be SNYDER who dodges that attempted boot to the gut and instead follows up with a big drop kick that stuns Butcher VACHON and sends him reeling. WILBUR SNYDER now with another big drop kick. Again sending VACHON reeling. The fans here firmly in the corner of SNYDER and HODGE as SNYDER comes back with a hammerlock throw that takes VACHON down to the canvas. Quickly a tag to Danny HODGE and a double team opportunity for the challengers. But oh, on a roll of 11, that is a botch. You and your partner toss the opponent into the ropes for a double clothesline, but instead, Butcher ducks under and comes back and clotheslines both of you. So the Butcher with the big double clothesline puts the challengers down, and Butcher now in control against WILBUR SNYDER, and Butcher is just going to pitch WILBUR SNYDER out of the ring, and that is going to be to the advantage of the Butcher. And on a roll of 5, however, it is going to be WILBUR SNYDER winning the brawl on the arena floor with a pile driver onto the ring steps. Boy, those ring steps are taking a beating here tonight in New Orleans. As VACHON is down, WILBUR SNYDER now in the ring and in control, and he is going to go for the airplane spin, around and around and around and down to the canvas hard goes the Butcher. If he can get his wits about him, he's going to try and make the tag, but on a roll of 12, that ain't going to happen. And now it's going to be the challengers with the opportunity for a double team move here. And on a roll of 8, it is an awesome double neck breaker delivered by the challengers that puts VACHON down onto the canvas. Danny HODGE now your legal man in the ring once again, and he goes with a standing drop kick that stuns the Butcher. HODGE coming back now with a big knee lift. The Butcher remains stunned, but will not go down, and HODGE now follows that up with a handstand knee drop, and that will put the Butcher down onto the canvas. What's HODGE going to do now? He's going to go for the abdominal stretch in an effort to weaken his man. VACHON trying to fight his way out of that. HODGE going to tag WILBUR SNYDER back into the ring, and SNYDER comes in quickly with another big drop kick. He's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is a 4, and on a roll of 5, Butcher just able to kick out. As SNYDER now is in control. SNYDER now going to the abdominal stretch. This is a +2 finishing maneuver. So the submission roll here will be 7 or lower. Can Mad Dog make the save? On a roll of 10, he is not able to make the save. We'll see a submission here on 7 or lower. And on a roll of 6, he got him. So WILBUR SNYDER takes the first fall with the abdominal stretch against the Butcher. And now with one more fall, the belts may change hands here in New Orleans. And by rule, the 2 men who ended the last fall will start the next fall. Also by rule, we give folks 3 pin save attempts in a 2 out of 3 falls situation. So VACHON would have taken an extra point of fatigue for the submission. And with the rest period, you subtract a point of fatigue, and Butcher was the only one that took any fatigue whatsoever in that first fall. So we are ready now for fall number 2. SNYDER and VACHON coming together in the center of the ring, and oh, we have a shenanigans roll here on a 4-4. We're going to see some shenanigans brought to you by Face to the Mat Pro Wrestling Simulation Highlight Center booklet. And in a tag team situation, it is going to be WILBUR SNYDER going to the tag team wildcard chart. And on a roll of 5-6, is he smart? I would say of these two, WILBUR SNYDER is the smarter of the two, so he is not distracted by a spectacle outside the ring and pummels his opponent. So Mad Dog trying to pitch a fit on the ring apron. Wilbur Snyder having none of it, and Wilbur Snyder is going to take control here of this second fall with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Butcher Vachon, but on a roll of 5, it is a running shoulder tackle delivered by the Butcher that puts Wilbur Snyder down on the canvas. Now a big boot to the face delivered by Butcher. Can Snyder get over and make the tag? He cannot. Mad Dog is tagged into the match for the first time, and we'll see if Mad Dog can do some damage here. He goes for a maniacal chokehold. Not just your average chokehold, this is a maniacal chokehold. Snyder slowly getting to his feet. The referee's putting the count on him. Snyder with a Beal toss across the ring. Good power there shown by Wilbur Snyder. As the Mad Dog gets back to his feet, and now Snyder is going to attempt to put his man down in a half Boston Crab. This is a choice D maneuver. Choice D. He will need 9 or lower to complete this. And on a roll of 6, he's got the Mad Dog rolled over into a half Boston Crab. And it is Mad Dog now trying to crawl over, but unable to make the tag as Wilbur Snyder has taken control. Again, that technical wrestling prowess of both these men proving its worth in this situation. Now here is a flying tackle delivered by Wilbur Snyder that puts Mad Dog down onto the canvas. And with that, Wilbur will tag in Danny Hodge, coming into the ring and attempting an airplane spin. A choice D maneuver. He'll need 9 or lower to hit that, and on a roll of 9, around and around he goes, and down to the canvas goes the Mad Dog. After that, airplane spin delivered by Danny Hodge. And now a Boston Crab attempted by Hodge. Vachon, Mad Dog quickly gets to the bottom rope and forces the hold to be broken. And now the knee lift delivered by Danny Hodge stuns the Mad Dog. And this will open the door for a double team opportunity for the challengers. And on a roll of 6, they lift Mad Dog into the air high for an awesome double neck breaker. So Wilbur Snyder now back in the ring and in control, and he is going to go for the airplane spin once again, dumping the Mad Dog on the canvas, and he is even more of a Mad Dog now with the dizziness. And now it is a whip to the turnbuckle by Wilbur Snyder. And off the turnbuckle and into a big kick. Snyder with a big kick to maintain control. And Snyder now with a body slam toss. Can Mad Dog make the tag? On a roll of 3, he does make the tag, and the Butcher returns to the ring for the Vachon brothers. Butcher coming in now with a double team attack, and that's an add 1. So the Vachons getting their cheap shots in. And Wilbur Snyder is stunned by that. Butcher stays on him with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Snyder, and on a roll of 6, it's a reversal. Snyder catching the arm of the Butcher, sending Butcher into the turnbuckle. But it is Butcher who explodes off of the turnbuckle and nails Wilbur Snyder with a skull-splitting running lariat. Snyder is down and slowly getting to his feet. Butcher's on him, and Butcher comes with a double sledge to the back, keeping his man down. Butcher following that up with a back rake. Now here comes the Mad Dog. Double team opportunity for the Vachons, and on a roll of 8, it is a deadly elbow smash delivered by the Mad Dog to a helpless Wilbur Snyder. Mad Dog now in the ring and in control. Mad Dog with a backbreaker that dumps Wilbur Snyder onto the canvas. Rough stuff being delivered by the Vachons, and that's exactly how they want to approach this contest. Mad Dog now in control, going back to the maniacal chokehold. As Snyder struggles to his feet, what's Mad Dog going to do here? Double sledge to the back. Snyder able to duck out of the way of that one, and Snyder instead with a knee smash. Mad Dog able to reverse on the knee smash. And on the reversal, it is Mad Dog biting the forehead of Wilbur Snyder. The referee putting the count on him. And Mad Dog breaks the hold, and Snyder is going to pick him up and try for a toss down to the body slam. And Mad Dog hits the canvas, unable to get over and make the tag. Snyder will tag in Danny Hodge. Danny Hodge now in the ring and in control with a Boston Crab. rolling him over. Mad Dog again able to power his way to the ropes and not forced to submit. Here comes Danny Hodge now with another attempt at an airplane spin. He needs a roll of 9 or lower to hit that. He gets it done. And Mad Dog VACHON now is down. Hodge with a chance to do some damage. He's going to go for a standing drop kick. Didn't get all of that one. Mad Dog back to his feet. They come together in the center of the ring, and it's Danny Hodge with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes the Mad Dog, and oh, on a roll of 12, it is Danny Hodge hitting a big high-flying knee to the head of the Mad Dog. And that is going to put Hodge in control once again, and Hodge now going for the Oklahoma side roll. Pinning predicament here. The pin roll 4 or lower. And on a roll of 12, Mad Dog able to kick out, but Hodge now in control. After a series of good technical maneuvers, now going for the Indian Deathlock. Indian Deathlock applied by Danny Hodge. Mad Dog slowly trying to power his way out of that. And as Mad Dog gets to his feet, Danny Hodge just stuns him with a hard jab right to the chin. And Danny will follow that up with a attempt at a backbreaker, but that's a power move. And Hodge does not have enough power to get that done against the Mad Dog. Mad Dog on the reversal with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Danny Hodge, and on a roll of 10, it is a running double clothesline. The man with the better ropes rating will win this battle. They are even, so Mad Dog wins the battle and takes control, and now is going to go for a gutbuster that stuns Danny Hodge. Mad Dog going back to the rough stuff. A running knee lift puts Hodge down onto the canvas. And now Mad Dog looking to do more damage with a gutbuster. Hodge is stunned. Mad Dog stays on him with another running knee lift. He's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is 3. And on a roll of 8, Danny Hodge kicks out. So all 4 men now have absorbed fatigue in this match. And Mad Dog is going to go for a jumping knee drop. This is a choice H maneuver, choice H, which means either he can go for an agility roll of 5 or lower, or a death jump roll of A. And I am going to evoke a house rule here in tag team contests. He can go tag his partner and go down a level. So instead of going up to the top turnbuckle, he's going to tag in the Butcher, and the Butcher will come in on level 2 offense with a double sledge to the back. And Hodge gets to his feet and fires right back with a knee to the gut. Hodge follows that up with a Boston Crab, and the Butcher is hurt. Hodge follows that up again with another knee drop, and this time the Butcher is down. Down goes the Butcher. Hodge in control. Oklahoma side roll. The pin roll here is 6 or lower. That's a mandatory pin save, and on a roll of 3, the pin save is successful, and it is going to be a roll on the wrestler interference chart for the Mad Dog. And on the outside interference roll, on a roll of 10, it is going to be all 4 men in the ring. Mad Dog hits the ring, WILBUR SNYDER hits the ring, and it is going to be WILBUR SNYDER taking out the Mad Dog. And so Danny Hodge is able to maintain control. And VACHON takes another point of fatigue after being hit with the Oklahoma side roll. Now Hodge back in control. And on a roll of 2, he's going to go up for the death jump. Death jump to be attempted here by Danny Hodge, and on a roll of 6, Hodge hits the missile drop kick off the top rope. Here comes WILBUR SNYDER for a double team attempt, and that will result in an awesome double neck breaker delivered by the challengers onto the Butcher. And SNYDER now is in control with an airplane spin. VACHON goes down, gets slowly back up to his feet, but WILBUR SNYDER is right on him with a hammerlock throw, and SNYDER is going to convert that again into the airplane spin. SNYDER staying on his man, now a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes the Butcher, and on a roll of 12, it is an incredible neck-breaking clothesline delivered by WILBUR SNYDER that puts the Butcher back down to the mat. And SNYDER now going to go for a flying tackle that puts the Butcher back down once again. Tag to Danny Hodge. In comes Hodge. He's going to attempt a airplane spin on a roll of 7 or lower, and he gets him over and down, and VACHON is hurt. Hodge follows that up with another airplane spin, and this time Butcher is able to power his way out of the airplane spin and come back with a big backbreaker across the knee, and Hodge is hurt. Tag back to the Mad Dog. Mad Dog now in the ring and in control. Going with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Hodge, and on a roll of 8, Mad Dog hits him with a running back elbow that stuns Danny Hodge. Followed by a big backbreaker that puts Hodge back down onto the canvas. Mad Dog in control, biting the forehead. And again, the referee puts on the count. And it is Hodge who is unable to deliver the backbreaker. And now Butcher Paul VACHON is going to come in, another double team opportunity for the champions. And they are going to deliver a running forearm smash to Danny Hodge. Butcher now back in the ring and in control with a back rake. That didn't feel very good. Another back rake. And this time Danny Hodge goes down to his knees. VACHON now is going to go for the double team quadruple foot stomp. That would have to be a double team. So a quadruple foot stomp. And this is a pinning predicament. The pin roll here is 4 or lower. And on a roll of 10, Danny Hodge able to somehow survive the quadruple foot stomp. Legal man now in the ring is the Mad Dog. And he is going to go back to the maniacal chokehold. Can Hodge escape and make the tag? No. Hodge being choked down by the VACHON, by Mad Dog VACHON. And here is Mad Dog with a whip to the ropes. And on a roll of 7, it's a running back elbow delivered by the Mad Dog that stuns Danny Hodge. Mad Dog with another whip to the ropes. And this time it is Danny Hodge with a running shoulder tackle that takes Mad Dog down to the mat. Hodge now follows that up with a series of boxing jabs. Mad Dog not able to make the tag. Hodge will tag in his partner WILBUR SNYDER. SNYDER back in the ring and in control with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes the Mad Dog, and on a roll of 9, it is a big kick delivered by WILBUR SNYDER. SNYDER follows that up with the flying head scissors that takes the Mad Dog back down to the canvas. Mad Dog tries to get to his feet and takes another flying head scissors for his trouble. Here comes a double team opportunity for the challengers. And on a roll of 4, it is a devastating double team move that will cost Mad Dog a point of fatigue and put Danny Hodge back in the ring here on level 3 offense. And Danny Hodge now goes to the abdominal stretch. Mad Dog powering his way to the ropes. Hodge is going to try again for that airplane spin. He's going to need 8 or lower to, 9 or lower to hit the airplane spin, and he got it. And Mad Dog is going to attempt a tag and is able to make the tag to his brother, the Butcher. Butcher coming back into the ring now against Danny Hodge with a neck wrencher. And Hodge unable to make the tag as VACHON stays on him. And now a double team attack and an add 1. Devastating double team attack by the VACHONs, and that's going to create a pinning predicament here. The pin roll 6 or lower. And that's going to be a mandatory pin save by WILBUR SNYDER. And now we've got all 4 men in the ring as a result of the pin save attempt here by WILBUR SNYDER. Pin save 12. Your tag partner runs in, and so does the opponent's tag partner. While the referee is distracted, your partner drops an elbow on the opponent and reverses the pinning combination to put you on top. So SNYDER drops the elbow, pulls Danny Hodge back on top of the Butcher. And the Butcher may be pinned here on a roll of 6 or lower. There will be no pin save because all 4 men are in the ring. But on a roll of 11, Butcher able to kick out. And now Danny Hodge is back in control. What's he going to do here? He's going to go for the Oklahoma side roll. This is a +1 finisher. So the pin roll here is 8, and now we will give Mad Dog the pin save. He's not able to make the pin save. So on a roll of 8 or lower, we're going to have new champions. And on a roll of 7, he got him. So a very good win for the team of Hodge and SNYDER, who are now your, once again, reigning PWMA Tag Team Champions. As Hodge takes out Butcher with the Oklahoma side roll. And we have new tag team champions once again here in New Orleans. Congratulations to the team of Danny Hodge and Wilbur Snyder for an outstanding victory, 2 falls to none in that championship showdown. Yeah, great match. I hope you all enjoyed that match. It did run kind of long. That was, again, about almost a 20-minute match. So we've had 2 very good 20-minute matches here tonight. Both the tag team matches were outstanding, very competitive. And once again, new challengers are crowned. The team of Danny Hodge and Wilbur Snyder are your, once again, Pro Wrestling Mid-America Tag Team Champions. Yeah. Leave it to Filsinger Games. I don't know if I've ever seen a best 2 out of 3 falls match in real wrestling that actually didn't go 3 falls. But in Filsinger Games, it's all about reality. And in the competitive setting here, it was the team of Hodge and SNYDER winning that one in consecutive falls. And that brings us now to our main event of the evening. And the moment we have all been waiting for. It's the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, with a 45-minute time limit. Disqualification rules will be in effect. This match is for the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger. Led to the ring by the mouth of the South, Gary Hart. Hailing from Charlotte, North Carolina, he stands at 5'11" and weighs 251 pounds. This is Jackie Fargo. And his opponent is your reigning and defending Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Champion out of Sarasota, Florida. He stands at 6'1". He weighs 248 pounds. It is the Macho Man, Randy Savage. I'll tell you, Randy Savage, this guy is so popular that his theme music is played at graduation ceremonies all around the country. One note as we get things started, Savage is wrestling injured. He does have a strain of his right leg that he endured earlier this month against superstar Billy Graham. It was Savage against Billy Graham in a match to determine who would get the world title match at our upcoming pay-per-view. Billy Graham won that match, and in the course of winning that match, Savage did suffer an injury to his right leg, and he will be a step slow. It's a minor injury, so that's just he loses 1 point of agility. He'll be -2 instead of -3. He loses a point off of his death jump, and he gains a point on his pin rating. So instead of a pin 4-1, he'll be a pin 5-2, but he is still in good shape to defend his title here tonight in New Orleans against Jackie Fargo. But don't think that Jimmy Hart doesn't have that injury targeted and doesn't have his man scouted, as Jackie Fargo, the diabolical leader of the faction Whatever We Want, the most hated faction in the Heartland, is challenging for the title here against the Macho Man Randy Savage. He took out Scott Hall and Shawn Michaels to earn this match. Don't think he won't take out the Macho Man given half a chance. All right, fans, here we go. It's time for your main event. Let's get ready to rumble. The opening initiative role is won by Jackie Fargo. And as they come together in the center of the ring, it's Fargo catching a side headlock. Savage quickly reversing that, and Savage takes that into a headlock of his own, and Fargo is going to reverse that right back. And it is Fargo again catching a side headlock against the Macho Man. These two both with roots in the Memphis area, know each other well, and now it is Fargo going right to a rake of the face. He was holding that side headlock, and unbeknownst to the referee, got a piece of the face of the Macho Man. But Macho Man is going to respond with a vengeance and come right back with a knee smash to the gut of Jackie Fargo, and Jackie Fargo is stunned. Macho Man didn't like that rake of the face, and he came right back, and now a running knee to the back stuns Jackie Fargo. Savage in control. Savage with another running knee to the back. Jackie Fargo prancing around the ring with his back arched in pain as the Macho Man now takes him and whips him to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Jackie Fargo, and on a roll of 4. That is going to be Macho Man setting his head a beat too soon, and Fargo grabs him and nails him with a knee smash right between the eyes, and the Macho Man now is stunned. Fargo in control. Fargo going to go up for a death jump, and this is his opportunity to take advantage of the limited mobility of the Macho Man. Macho Man with a C rating now on the death jump. And on a roll of 5, it is a flying elbow drop delivered by Jackie Fargo to the head of the Macho Man. Macho Man is down. Fargo with a chance to do some damage here, and he is going to pitch Savage out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Both these men A-rated brawlers on the floor. And on a roll of 6, it's going to be the Macho Man winning the brawl on the arena floor with an Irish whip into the ring barricade. Fargo hits hard. Will we see a disqualification here? We might. If this next roll is 5 or lower, Macho Man's going to be disqualified. And on a roll of 3, that's the disqualification. Just like that, the match ends. The Macho Man has been disqualified. We're going to have to come up with a storyline behind that as to why the Macho Man would get disqualified so early in this contest. So the Macho Man goes down to defeat by way of a DQ. No fatigue points were accumulated. The storyline that makes the most sense here is that Shawn Michaels, who was upset over losing to Jackie Fargo and upset over what Jackie Fargo did to Big Scott Hall, Shawn Michaels came to ringside and attacked Jackie Fargo. Michaels is a heel, but he is not part of the Whatever We Want faction. And so there will be heat between the factions, and it will be bad guy versus bad guy in this brawl on the arena floor between Shawn Michaels and Jackie Fargo. But by virtue of the outside interference, the Macho Man ends up getting disqualified. So there will be a no disqualification rematch between Jackie Fargo and Randy Savage for the title. Now we've got the situation between Jackie Fargo and Shawn Michaels to deal with. And we're going to just use a good old-fashioned gut check roll to see who will win that situation. And oh my gosh, Jackie Fargo annihilates Shawn Michaels on the death jump roll, and now Shawn Michaels may end up getting hurt as a result of just getting annihilated by Jackie Fargo. Jimmy Hart got involved. Jackie Fargo took a beer bottle to Shawn Michaels after taking out Scott Hall with the monitor. And now the all-important injury roll for Shawn Michaels comes up 16, and that's going to be a serious injury to Shawn Michaels. So Shawn Michaels interferes. Jackie Fargo hits him with a beer bottle, and that is going to be a moderate injury suffered by Shawn Michaels. He is going to be banged up for several months after getting hit with this beer bottle. It's going to be a moderate injury that will last 3 months, and it will involve an injury to the body as opposed to the head or the arm or the leg. So a moderate injury to the body is a contusion or a bruise. So we'll say that Michaels suffered bruised ribs as a result of getting beaten with the Jimmy Hart's megaphone and Jackie Fargo with a beer bottle. So crazy ending here as Shawn Michaels is roughed up by Jackie Fargo and Jimmy Hart after interfering in that match and costing the Macho Man a disqualification. So, strange things are afoot here in New Orleans. There will be a title rematch between Fargo and Savage. Congratulations also to your new tag team champions, WILBUR, SNYDER, and Danny Hodge. Very good match there. And of course, Dr. Jerry Graham with the brass knuckles, getting the best of Ron Garvin. And the New Age Outlaws picking up a victory by countout over the BRISCOs. All right, so that is going to wrap things up from here in the Dave Cave. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Beginning tomorrow, I am going to be out of town for the coming week on a work assignment, so there will be no Journey with Jesus video tomorrow and no Heartland Championship Wrestling next week. I do intend to be back on the channel next Sunday, March the 9th, with the next episode of My Journey with Jesus. So until then, thank you all for joining us. Neil Lau, Salvador America, World's Worst Gamer, Jim Lawrence, Dwayne Martz, Kathy Evans, David Cheslinski, Jay Randus, Derek Bauman, and Bear805. Thank you one and all for tuning in and checking out tonight's broadcast. So from the Dave Cave, for the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, this is Dave Little signing off. That's our stream, and I am out of here.